peeps, this is the first outing for 2024. Was going to try to get out yesterday, but it was pouring down rain in Florida. But today is beautiful. We're going to be only in the 60s, and we're going to hit it. So again, I'm with Dan.
How you doing? Good morning.
And yeah, back to squatching. So we're back into my secret area, step another side of it, and we're going to push back further than I've been before. We want to check out this pine forest that's way in the back and see what we find. So to the water source. It's really beautiful back here. Sorry for the breathing. It's I get winded when I have to walk far. But that tree line you see over there is where we're gonna go into and see what's going on. I think there's a trail somewhere over in that area that goes in that direction. So we'll be heading in that direction, and like I said, it's a new area. Have not been back there. So it'll be interesting. Matter of fact, all those pines that you see right there, the last time I was over here, they were probably knee-high or ankle-high, and now they're 10 to 12 feet tall. So it's going to change the way I saw things the last time I was out here. So, all right, well, back at it.
I wonder if God got a plan for everyone. I wonder if I could take a second run. 'Cause I carry on getting sad and getting stuck. What I wouldn't give for a life that doesn't suck. I'm a moving target. I never finish what I've started. I'm a moving target, but if I stop moving, then I'll have to face myself. I don't want to face myself. I don't want to face myself.
This is the area we were in. We just jumped this fence. So you had this easement that runs for who knows how long in both directions. That's the direction we're going right there. We're gonna go. That was the direction we were headed in originally, but we had to find a way to get across this fence. So, but it butts right up to another county, and this is all farmland. You can see the hay bales and stuff like that. So evidently they have cattle on this side, which brought up something that I thought was very interesting. Is if you look, this is you have a fence and it has barbed wire. Look how high up this barbed wire goes. Look at that. Okay, I'm as high as this branch right here, and look how much higher this barbed wire goes. And I don't understand why. I mean, what are they? I mean, we can use theories and say that he's protecting his cattle from critters. You know, maybe skunk ape comes across and you know, maybe takes his calves or something like that. But I don't know, it's just very strange that we've got, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strands of barbed wire going that high. That's probably about 6.5 feet tall, I want to say, because I'm 5'10", and I want to say that's at least 6.5 feet tall. I just found it awkward. Just everywhere else we go that's not bumped up to a farmland, it's regular 3-4 level bob wire. But now we get up further down where it butts up to somebody's cattle property, and it's over 6.5 feet tall. Just weird. I'm just saying, it's just kind of strange. Just wanted to point that out. So we're gonna head down this area between these two fence lines, and we found a pretty swampy area. Not sure how far we can push back because of how wet it is back here, but we'll look around a little bit, and if not, we'll backtrack and go the other direction. But pretty nice area. I always enjoy the swamp, but I don't have rubber boots, so I really don't want to go too far back here. So I'm looking at this over here. It kind of looks like a little blind. Whew. Definitely don't want to fall. Ouch. That thing's got spines on it. That thing's got spines on it. Sorry guys, trying to work my way back there. It's a little muddy in there, but a nice little place to chill if it was summertime. This looks very interesting. I don't know, that's if it was a shelter, I mean, I'm not going to go inside of it, but it's pretty wide open to stand up and stuff. It's just too wet this time of the year because we've had more rain this winter than we've had in a long time. But if it was dry and didn't hold this much water, I can see chilling up inside there. That'd be really interesting. All these trees are kind of pulled together a little bit, different directions. They're all coming from different directions. Interesting. Very interesting. So I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but it's swampy, and whatever stepped through here, it filled full of water. God dang, binoculars are in the way. Give me a second. Alright, so it looks like a heel, and then it comes up to a footprint. It's hard to, you can see it there. The water is really kind of throwing it off. I'm gonna take some photographs, get some pictures. Like I said, the water's really disrupted, but it kind of looks more human, but I don't know who the heck would be way out here in the swamp barefoot. But I'm going to take some measurements and see what we got. Alright, so we took some measurements. I will post those pictures in the video. The length of the print is about 12.5 inches. The heel was, if I remember right, around 4, and then the ball of the foot was about 5.5. So it was larger than I thought it was when I first looked at it. But I'll put those pictures in the video. Like I said, we're nowhere where somebody should be walking back here in this swamp barefoot, you know. And it, you know, I wish we could have seen it before water had accumulated, but that only takes seconds. I mean, literally where it stepped, it takes seconds. And right now I'm looking around to see if I see any other prints that would corroborate, but whatever this was, it stepped right in, 1 foot right into the mud. So even if it was a person, you would think you would try to zigzag through here in the dry land. I mean, that's what we're doing because we don't have rubber boots on. But you know, it's definitely you can see how wet it is back here. I mean, there's Dan standing there and there's water all around him, you know, but you can find these dry patches. This walked right through here and you can see it. It's a clear footprint. So very interesting. But it's going in this direction, and that was the direction we actually came from. So that tells me this is as far as we're going to go in this direction, and we're going to head back and take that break for a while. Take that fire break and see what we find. Here's another kind of interesting cover, like if something wanted to get underneath there and get out of the rain or something. It's pretty interesting, and it's coming from the direction of the print, but I'm not seeing any more. There's a game trail. All right, well, if we find some more, we'll I don't know if you can tell, but it's raining on us right now. Light rain, but enough to, by the time we get to the truck, if it doesn't stop, we're going to be wet. So we're heading back. I don't know. We're heading back on a trail we've never taken before, so it's an adventure. We'll find out where it ends up at and where it goes. I have an idea of where it goes. Well, that's nice. But I think today's shot, you know, it's raining and just a crappy day, you know. We found the possible print, and that was pretty awesome. All the pictures are in there. Very interesting. It's back in an area that I believe that our recordings of the yells and growls come from. So I wanted to check that out today. But like I said, we're gonna head back, and maybe we'll see something on the way. But if we do, I will definitely show it to you guys. Let me shut this off before. Could have sworn I heard something moving, and there it is. A doe.
Oh yeah.
I heard something and I stopped abruptly.
Oh, she's pretty too.
Yeah, she's checking us out. She's checking us out. I knew I heard something. You can see how far it was. I heard a crack or a break or something like that. So I stopped immediately, took a pause, and there she was. Well, we were still out here hiking around and looking around. Gotten a little wet. Found some swampy areas, so our feet are pretty soaked. And rained on us a couple times. But slowly but surely, heading back. We've never been this way. That's what's all the fun, is trying something new. And wow, that's a nice area right there. I like that.
Beautiful.
That's really nice. But so in a technical sense, we don't know where we are, but we're not lost because we're on a main trail and I know what direction we're going. So but it's been a pretty decent day as far as temperature goes and stuff like that. It's just been raining and a lot of the trails are flooded. We had no choice but to walk through it. But we're going to be heading back, and if we see or catch anything, stop right there. Don't move. Trail cam right there. Alright, I'm going to stop this video and look around. I wondered, that's the first time I've been out here that I actually found a camera. So, and you can see it right there on the tree. And there's no hunting or anything like that. If anybody watched my older videos, there were signs posted everywhere that said that the areas were monitored by cameras. And we're in an area that me and Dan can pretty much vouch that nobody's walked back here in a very long time. So for them to put cameras up out here is interesting. I don't know what they're surveying, because this area is considered a biological research area. So I'm not really sure what they're, keeping track of. So very interesting. But I saw the camera, so I wanted to stop before I walk in front of it, and or if I choose to go around it and they're not knowing that I was part of their video. But very interesting, because they took all those signs down a long time ago. And if they're still got cameras out here, this was part of what I said. My theory was they pulled all the signs, but they might still be recording things out here, just not letting the public know it. So interesting. Wow, I can't believe I just came across that. All right, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Hey, what's up, guys? Looks a little weird. Yes, we were walking down a road. Me and Dan got adventurous today, and we went really far. And by the time we got out of the woods, we're pretty far from where we parked. So we know where we're at. We're parked, I don't know, half mile up there on the left hand side. So, but yeah, we came out over there where you see that little gravel road right there. That's gate 1. We got to go to gate 3. That's where we're parked at. And yeah, this is the current situation that we're in. But we put a lot of miles on. Saw some interesting things. Not a lot of evidence, like I said. Possible footprint, which I'm pretty confident on that footprint, because of the location we were at and how far back we were and what we had to do to get into that location. I mean, we literally had to jump a fence. So somebody back there barefoot back there just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But anyways, heading back, gonna grab some lunch. Dan still got a long ride to get back to his home, and but we're safe, good, and living large. And we'll talk to you as soon as we get back to the house. What a long day. We got into the woods around 8 a.m. and we didn't get out till after 12. it was a lot of hiking. Went way out of where we usually go, and it took us in areas we've been wanting to go to, beautiful areas that future research we're going to go check out those areas. But definitely hiked a lot. It was 4 hours of walking, so we're pretty tired. Found a couple good things, you know. That one footprint was very impressive. It could be anything, but it's when you take in the full account of where we were at and how far back, and that we even had to jump a fence to get into that area. I don't see somebody walking around back there in the middle of the swamp, you know, like that. So very interesting. You know, we're definitely going to go back and check that area out again. Want to do some shout outs. I want to thank Doreen, awesome, fantastic subscriber. Lavon, thumbs up, man. Yeah, she's awesome. She's just really great. Always got a lot of great feedback, and just a lot of fun to talk to her. And Dawn, you know who you are. I said it before and I'll say it again. You ever want to go out, I understand that, you know, your current situation, but if you ever come to Florida and want to go out squatching, I'm one of the people that will do everything I can to make that happen for you. So, you know, awesome subscriber, and I appreciate you guys a lot. With that said, like I said, it was a long day, tired, wet, very wet. It was very wet out there. We got rained on a couple of times while we were out there. But all in all, it was a lot of fun. Enjoyed it, and we plan on going back out there. We found trail cams, and I mentioned it in the video. We've always talked, and if you go back to older videos where I've talked about the cameras, and I filmed the postings at the gates, never found a camera ever. We've been out there for a long time now and never found cameras. Today we go into an area that is way off the beaten path. I guarantee you, other than whoever put those cameras out there, there have not been anybody back in that area for a long time. I mean, it was way out there. And found one camera, which I videotaped. You saw it. We decided to go around it, so we weren't on film or anything like that. But they didn't really help us very much when we got about another quarter mile or so down the trail, and we walked right into one. I mean, facial straight shot. It was on a tree looking right at us coming down that trail. Don't know what they're there for. They're only in that area that I know of. They were hung with steel cable, so somebody was definitely not wanting their stuff taken. Which nobody would, you know, nobody who wants to lose their trail cameras. But like I said in the video, this place is a biological research area. That's a pretty broad term, you know, being from biological can be from an amoeba all the way up to a panther, who knows, or a bear. So I don't know what they're studying out there, but they do have cameras up, and this is the first time I've been out there and we found them. So I didn't film the second one. It already had me, already got me. I was busted. I was there. They know I'm out there in that area. We'll see what comes of that. I mean, we're allowed to be out there and stuff like that, but we've had some really, really weird stuff happen out there. So that I feel was caused by people, by certain people creating those issues with our equipment and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. But with that said, it was a great day. It was the first hike of the 2024 year, and we put in some miles, put in a lot of miles. So again, I want to thank you guys for coming along for the ride, and I'll be doing it again hopefully next week, and every weekend until I can't walk anymore. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Our subscribers are awesome. I appreciate everything that you do, the feedback, everything. It's just been awesome. So keep it up, and I'll keep on going out there and just showing you what I got, you know, and sometimes it's nothing because there's nothing going on. And this is a very elusive creature that we're trying to find and trying to film, because that's the ultimate goal. It's not just finding prints or finding arches and structures and different things. I want to catch this thing on film. That's what I want to do, and just like all the other researchers. And it's a very difficult task, and I'm pretty sure I lose subscribers because they're like, oh man, there's nothing going on, this guy's not catching anything, because that's how it is. That's real life. That's real life. Nobody goes out every single weekend and catches this thing, period. Doesn't happen. I don't care who they are. It doesn't happen. You know, it's an impossibility. The most elusive thing in the world. And, you know, you got people claiming they go out there every single weekend and get a photo or a video or whatever. It's impossible. It's just impossible. I spend 250 hours a year in the woods, and I haven't filmed it yet. You know what I mean? I haven't got a solid picture of it yet. So, I think it's impossible to go out there all the time. And I go all over the state. I'm not just held to the areas that are near my home. I travel, you know, me, Jimmy, Bobby, we go to different locations, and we check out other locations, and we check out leads and stuff like that. So, we're very active. We're out there. But like I said, you know, it is what it is. You either get some good evidence and get some, you know, the footprints and the arches and stuff, that just tells us that we're in a good area, that we're in a viable area, that our chances are a lot better in catching this thing on video, because we have all the signs that says that this thing is passing through here. So that's what keeps us going, and that's what motivates us to go into these areas and stuff like that. And it's a numbers game. At some point, at some time, it's going to happen. I'm gonna be able to get this thing on film, you know, but you can't do it sitting at home. So I tell myself every weekend, if I want this thing that bad, I got to go out there and earn it. I got to get out there, hike the woods, and look for it. So that's what we're doing. Again, thank you, all my subscribers, Bigfoot Forest Giants, Jimmy, Bobby, Mike, myself. We greatly appreciate you guys. Again, you can reach out, you know, on BigfootForestGiants@gmail.com, and you can always hit us up on our Facebook page, Bigfoot Forest Giants. Again, God bless all of you guys. I love you. Take care of yourselves, and let's have a wonderful new year.